Hey everybody, welcome back. No speed run this time. I promise you, no speed run this time. Coco, I'm sorry you just didn't get the job done. We're gonna go with Manfred. And we're gonna grab... You can't run from me. We're gonna grab the grasshopper, and I'm gonna say that that means we have a blessed run. The grasshopper rested on the photo bench. If the grasshopper rests on the photo bench, your run will be blessed of the Pengist Mensch. Isn't that show where the British kid reviewed fried chicken restaurants? I hope so. Okay, I know you're like, I thought it wasn't a speed run. It's not a speed run. Just a floor with a very limited amount of loot, I think. I don't know. I might have still been on speedrun strats, but we did a really good play to get the ghost pot. I definitely have to switch my mind out of the mode of going too fast. I will tell you, we are going too fast. I thought I wasn't. And I took a second to honestly survey the whole situation. Now I believe that we are. Some of Spelunky is going to be avoiding problems upstream. Sometimes you can solve a problem. Sometimes the best way to solve a problem is to not have to deal with the problem in the first place. Will we get the 20,000 required to buy the jetpack? I don't know, but that's gonna help. We're like halfway there. I'm gonna tell you the answer is no. But we have a choice, because the ghost pot is up at the top, and that's how we'd be likely to get the money. We gotta just say no, unfortunately. Derek told me how to say no to this. And it wasn't really that hard, honestly. Financially, we didn't have any other options, so that really took the guesswork out of it. Very happy to have the bombs, don't get me wrong. And you know what? Why don't we get weird with it, man? Wasn't what I had in mind, just for the record, in case you were like, well, he did say it was gonna get weird. That was... We're still doing speedrun strats. It's a hard pathogen. You know what? Let's do a fast restart on this one. Just reset. We acknowledge that, you know, this is not the way that we want to play Spelunky 2. We've got a little bit of a speedrun hangover, which makes sense, as we did just try to do some speedruns. Even that was unnecessarily risky. There was no need to get so spicy. Even that, like, you could escort the dog. You don't have to throw the dog. You could escort the dog. Why does he pronounce this so weird? I'm doing the commentary, so I can say whatever I want. Why does he pronounce this so weird? I don't know. There's something about escort that sounds very nice. I don't like the classic North American phraseology, or let's just call it the dominant pronunciation, where every word is like so inelegant. Could you escort me, please? Like, the word, there's no... I almost jumped right onto the spikes there. There's no reason for that word to have so many syllables. It's a 6-letter word. We're gonna go, it's an escort mission. You can escort me. Now that I think about it, that doesn't make sense. That being said, I refuse to, whenever people bring up like one counterexample in the English language, I always find it intellectually dishonest. Because there's really, like, in English, there's a counterexample for every counterexample. You know what I mean? Like, there's no hard and fast rules in the language. There's no rule in English that's like I before E, you know? And then, like, that's it. Every rule in English is like, well, you know, in the average circumstance you would do this, except in... Oh, hey! That's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Except for these 32 fringe cases that you have to learn individually. And by the way, if you ever get them wrong, somebody's gonna make fun of you. Okay, so this is a huge floor for us. Even though we took some damage, there's a lot of potential. Ooh, yeah, just be a little bit more careful than you have been being. Get him. Oh, if that key dropped, I would have been very upset. Because we have an altar here. We could always cook a bomb. This does not seem like an uncookable situation. Don't let yourself get dazzled by those lightning bugs. Unless we find an easy way in there, I don't necessarily think it's worth the cost of doing business. I think we may not be able to get to this altar, but I'm willing to spend a lot to make it happen. That is something I'll tell you with complete confidence. We should really be trying to make, like, stairways downward. That way we have a better chance of actually being able to sacrifice these bodies. Really? I'm a little upset, but that's okay. So we are going to sack Monty. It's very important for the long-term health of this run. We're going to have to use some ropes. If we have to use all of our ropes, I'm going to hit that with a fat so be it. So be it. I love that. Absolutely love that. Okay. This is big. We still got like a minute left. Oh my god, we have so much time. Spring shoes. Poggy. That is quite a poggy move. We call that poggy. Poggy, poggy, poggy move. I'll level with you. I don't really care for the sacrifice here. I don't think it's necessary. Let's put it that way. The sacrifice of the mole specifically. What I do care for is not getting hit by that. Not getting hit by the... We're kind of running out of time, so we're going to speed up just a little. Because we want to take the Matic with us. So I know I said we were speeding up and now we're slowing down. That's because we want to guarantee the ghost coming out of the left side of the screen. Then we can smash this. Take this. I mean, we got so much money here. It's make your freaking head explode. Look at this. Now, we do have an HP problem. But I'm happy to report that we almost have Kapala solutions already. And dude, do you see what I see? It's an altar, buddy. Okay. And I do see... Okay, I do see Monty as well. So we're just gonna slow our roll. We have already gleaned access to the Ujat Eye. Sorry, temporarily forgot its nomenclature. Would prefer to not lose my last bomb doing this. Or my last rope on this. You're gonna laugh, but I actually, that's kind of how I drew it up. Because I also wanted to take the ghost pot with me. It's very greedy. But I think that in some circumstances in the game, you're gonna make me say it. In some circumstances in the game, greed is good. Okay, there's a Kapala. This is a landmark moment for all involved. I'm a little worried that Yang is gonna be... That was so dumb. I'm a little worried Yang's gonna be upset with us if we kill that turkey straight away. I'm panicking a little. Okay, we wanted some blood. We've left the Matic behind, which is poor. Not a wise call. So we're gonna get some blood. We're gonna hold on to this thing so it doesn't break. Was I thinking, hey, maybe I accidentally got too much leverage? Thought crossed my mind. Thought crossed my mind that we may end up actually taking some fall damage there, but look at this, okay? I would not describe it as the way we drew it up. We do have 54,000 though. And you know, if we were making the call, would you rather have like, you know, 4 HP or the Kapala? It's an easy choice at this stage of the game. You'd rather have the Kapala and 2 HP. So we're not too disappointed. Perhaps not too happy, but not too disappointed. We're just moving very slowly. What's the expression? Real G's move silent like lasagna. That's what we're looking for. I feel like and this might be wrong, but I almost feel like there's been a Spelunky update that lowered the range of arrow traps. They just feel like they're triggering from further, or from closer than they used to. And I may not be correct about that, but I know there was an update to the game. Now, we want to go to the black market, so if you could just be angry. Thank you. Then we'll... Oh, he took a lot of damage there. It might be worth going for the KO. Dude. We actually, like, that one torch hit him, like, 4 times. What did I tell you? Like, obliterated him. Lots of HP. Oh my god, 6 HP. Okay. Now we're talking. 68,000 gold, too? Actually gonna be over 70 by the time we get down to the next floor. Alright, now this is gaming. You know, I know you were like, you probably thought the man's lost his touch. You could be forgiven for thinking it. We wanted the blood. It was slightly spicy. I'll admit there's a little spice. Look at this, though. 76,000. You just don't want the hired help to come back and murder you, you know? Okay, so we got paste coming up. We don't have it yet. But a paste in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Very common expression in my neck of the woods. Just be careful here. We do have... I don't know. This is gonna ruffle some feathers. Royal jelly is obviously, like, not bad. Let's start with, you know, before we get ridiculous. Let's start with the obvious. Thought maybe they would give us something that would make it a little easier there. There is an altar here. I do think royal jelly, if you'll forgive me for saying so, I do think it's slightly overrated. Which is not to say that it's not great, because obviously it is great. But what it also is inessential, you know? When you're already dealing with a Kapala situation, let's just call it inessential. And I'm not trying to ruffle any feathers there. We're gonna have to murder that guy if we want the altar. Whether or not we want the altar is a valid question. I know we got the idol up there still. I mean, this is a royal jelly that I can get behind right here. It's like taking way too long, but still farming some blood off of Monty. I mean, this is outrageous. Getting some royal jelly there. Probably we will not sack this guy. I mean, at this point we got 15 HP. We should really focus on other other concerns. I'm just worried. I was just gonna say, I'm just worried that this is gonna, like, join up. It's gonna form like a fistula with the bee hole. And for once, I mean the hole that has bees in it, not the hole of your bee. Gonna drop this off. We're not gonna worry about the hired help. We are gonna enter this other skeleton key type area over here. Because why not, you know? We got the skeleton key. Plenty of time. This may be, and you know, let's title the video as we speak, right? The most money we've ever had on the black market? Black market shopping spree. We don't need to burn those. Not a bear trap. Always got to give it a little extra attention, but it's not a bear trap. Dude, this is actually like a stupid amount of altars. I'm not mad. Quite the opposite. Okay, this is a moon challenge. This is a great place for the child of the forest. This is a moon challenge. Moon challenge is very good for us, obviously, particularly because it means we do not have the black market on this floor. We don't really need to stack up any more money for this situation, but it's always just nice, let's put it that way. And if we could just ignore everything that's going on over there, I'd be a very happy man. Not too concerned about the clover, considering we're just about to get one for free. Okay, so the bow. Probably not there. Let's start by going here. It's like my biggest fear is that we're not gonna find the bow. And we're gonna... Let's not call it a waste of time. But we're gonna be like, oh man. Like, what the heck were we even doing on the moon challenge that led us to this sorry fate? Parachute. Getting a lot of those. Okay. Fantastic. Like, it just... You have one job, right? And again, I confirmed it with Bear Taffy. It is not, acceptable to use any bow but the bow of Hu Yi. And hey, don't make fun of Bear Taffy's pronunciations, okay? First off, they're right. Like, apparently, the mount in Neo-Babylon is not called Kalin. It's Chi-Lin. Gonna be honest with you, that makes 1000% more sense. It makes a staggering amount more sense that it would be called Chi-Lin than Killeen. But, Killian? Murphy or otherwise? Okay. Bear trap. Bear trap. How did it happen? Do you really want to know how it happened? Because I'll tell you. I'm not ashamed. Basically, my brain preloaded like 8 actions into my hands. My brain said, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. What caused the catalyst? What caused it all to go wrong? You're gonna laugh. What caused it all to go wrong was the spring shoes. And I'm not blaming the spring shoes, I'm blaming me. But me, like, jumping, and then it just, like, slightly changed my trajectory enough. And enough for my brain to now be just confused, really, is what happened. And let's be honest, we could probably just break this ghost pot. But, hey, let's not default to speedrun strategies. That was a pretty short loss. And that's how Spelunky goes. Now, I do have to tell you, there's not many deaths more shameful than accidentally walking into a bear trap. Not even like falling onto a bear trap, but walking into a bear trap that you saw and called out with the word bear trap. I guess bear trap, I think that's one word. I think that's one word. It might be... Okay. We're just gonna chill out because the same skeleton has hit us twice. This is where you would now do a wellness check. Like, if one of your friends was like, hey, I was playing Spelunky and the same skeleton hit me twice, you'd be like, are you doing alright? That was very smart of me. I'm just gonna say it. We did manage to tame the turkey at the end, but I actually, like, pretty much hate all those items, so... Dunky dunk. This is a great floor. We can actually get our Kapala back right here. Dunka, dunka, dunk. Although, now I'm like, maybe Yang will be cheesed? Depends. Is Yang paying close attention? Nope. Ooh! Mole, mole, mole. I think living turkeys are worth like 2. So let's just make sure that it's alive. I forgot I got hit by the arrow trap or something earlier. What if you just like primed a bomb and threw it at Yang in order to make this happen? There's gotta be like, we kill some cavemen up there, right? No? We need Yang's body. That's the scary part for me. That almost worked. That's crazy. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. He doesn't have the bow. He doesn't have his arrow anymore. Way to go, Yang. Don't have your arrow anymore, dummy. He's coming back to life so fast. This is important, okay? No. I'm so good. Maybe throw like a bomb or something at him. It's gonna be a little tight for time. Good. Good move. And, okay, and Yang lived. Okay, so maybe decompress for a minute. Maybe decompress for a minute. We might describe that as a little Kapala greed, okay? But you know what? What's done is done. We're not going into speedrun strats. All this is because of the most embarrassing death I've had in a long time, you know? The bear trap death, it shall be forever known as. In the annals of NL lore. In the NLs of lore. Dunky dunk. Go ahead, I'm not scared. See, I told you. I processed the 1 trillion ways that could have gone in my brain, and I came to the conclusion, you're a buster, and 213 will regulate. Donkey, donkey, donk, donk. Beautiful. 10,000. We didn't get the 5 HP, but you know what? We didn't spend any resources, which is pretty valuable to me. This floor feels like huge. Something about the... You know what it is? It's like if this were HGTV, that idol in the center really ties this... It really opens up the space. It happens. We don't like when it happens, but it happens. There's got to be a better way, I'm sure. But you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. We are looking for the key. It seems like a truly horrible floor layout. Yeah, it seems like real bad. Just want you to be gone. So I think we have to go through here. We'll probably have to use a bunch of ropes to get back. Oh my Lanta, dude. This is miserable. I'm probably the greatest gamer of all time. In my head, I was like, I don't want to spend a bomb for this tire fire. And you know what? The game was happy to oblige. The game was happy to oblige. Was it a little spicy? Did I require, let's say, some people may describe it as ice in my veins? No. Just another day at the office. Just another day at the office of Spelunky 2. Okay. 23 minutes in. So this is really like... This one's for all the marbles. That's what I was gonna say. Let's not worry so much about the ghost pod then. Focus a little bit more on this. And we'll go to Volcano this time, because clearly I can't be trusted in the jungle. Luckily, on Volcano, according to the comments, there's no one-hit KOs, so we got nothing to worry about. Just make it to the exit. There you go. Okay, we're fine. Honestly, like, after all that, 2 HP is a very survivable amount of HP. And if it weren't, you wouldn't. You know what I mean? If you couldn't survive it, you wouldn't survive it. So we probably don't need to sweat the ghost pot, but because we're here, let's sweat it. We definitely... Okay, so we care much more about Monty than anything else that's going on here. I will say we do also care about the climbing gloves. I mean, we really care about, like, the more we could get here, the better off we'd be regardless. But the climbers are probably number one. They're 8,800. Are you kidding me? It's okay. We got ropes. We got a lot of ropes, actually. Donkey donk. Don't hurt Yang. Peter, don't hurt Yang. And don't tell Harry. So I have a feeling Yang... Oh, hey, wow. Who's the loser now, shopkeeper? I really thought the shopkeeper would be furious there. So let's not make the same mistake we made last time. Which is to overvalue getting the Kapala immediately. Of course it would be nice. You know, that's goes without saying. But we've really been given a golden opportunity to kind of rebuild this run. Oh, I was just literally, my brain was like, yeah, smash it. Just pick it up and smash it. Okay, we got plenty of time. Only way we could really screw this up is taking too long, ghost shows up, or we break the ghost pot by accident, or of course we get hit by literally like one arrow trap and then it's all, we're all sons of guns. But wanna definitely take some opportunities to min-max here. If there's like some cavemen a floor down, we could very easily foresee a situation in which we have a chance of the Kapala. Generally speaking, in my limited experience, I do tend to see the more idols you use, the more idols you seem to get. So this is horrible. That wasn't good enough, huh? So I'm gonna get very spicy. There's probably a better way to do this. This is the way we're going to do this. And we should have, this is a big shoulda. We should have put a turkey down there for a little extra HP. But these arrow traps, I had no confidence we would be able to trigger them properly. So I'm hopeful we get another altar soon. It won't be on this floor. And altars on Volcano, always a little minkus. It's alright. I'm not sweating it because I know we're going to get HP here, but we should have approached that differently, of course. It's not the way you're supposed to go, but that's fine. Bro. I mean, we got time. It's just like, you know, just take a second, relax. It's not a speed run. Not everything has to be a speed run. And then we kill him with spike shoes. You went all the way this time, huh? He seemed to take some damage in the process, which is nice. That's what we're looking for. We take our time. We do not put in a rush job on this sort of thing, because the extra HP is extraordinarily valuable. Good stuff. Plenty of time. Money, not that precious. HP, the most precious resource on Earth. Sadly, I bet that HP is on the other side, but that's okay. You take the good with the bad. It's actually like a pretty good run. If you really look at it, like, we have 3 of the most useful items in the game. And I'm leaving the cape out of it, weirdly enough. But, like, the reason you don't want to go to Volcano, more than anything else, it's the loss of the items that you would get from being on the black market. Dude, I don't really like sending these guys if I can avoid it, because if they fall into lava, it creates a whole host of issues for us. But this seems like a situation where we're not sweating that as much as we might otherwise, because we already have, basically we already have good boots. That's a very important part of the puzzle for us. This kind of stinks though, because we're like, where's Van Helsing? He's all the way up there. This is what the climbing gloves were kind of built for, I suppose. Okay, so that might never get press as the greatest move in Spelunky history, but it honestly should, because we saved the floating platforms for the way back. And then we saved the floating platforms for the way forward. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this. Look at that, though. Okay, yeah. This time, we did not save any floating platforms here, but that's what the spring shoes are good for. This is one of the hardest Van Helsings we're actually going to get, instead of just, you know, saying no thank you. We should, in my opinion, we should grab the turkey and then ride with Monty on top of us, or with us holding Monty. We should be able to get 2 HP out of it. You're just a wild turkey. You expect me to believe you just made it out of the dwelling by yourself? Come on, man. Are you crazy? I just walked over here. Okay, so you dropped the turkey. We got a minute. There's more than enough time. I will admit, at any moment, liquid hot magma could drip down and send this run into the drink. As you just clearly saw for yourself right there. Okay, I'm the greatest player of all time. Now, watch out for this. That was like comedic timing waiting to happen. Then you take this turkey and you say thank you for your service. No, no! No! Okay, you take this turkey and you leave. You know, there's always more fire where that came from. Moon challenge, moon challenge. But first, let's get rid of this turkey, dude. Not my best move. What was the plan there? I was honestly like, let's throw the turkey into the fire. I hate to do this. Let's go. Never, ever should have gotten that close to death. But you know, a little ingenuity to get us out of it. So we know there's no drill on this level. 2 HP is very low. We have to carry the bow of Hu Yi from this point forward. Crate, always nice. Money, not as important. Dude, it's genuinely like always a parachute, huh? It's like that Ja Rule Ashanti joint. Baby, I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always a parachute. One of the most cursed moon challenges I've ever seen, bar none. At least we got the arrows. There's a second crate. It's okay, come on. Derek, come on, man. Mine out the bedrock. Alright. So we need the bow. You're probably, perhaps let's even call it deservedly pessimistic about whether or not we have a real chance to do this. I mean, we haven't exactly had a strong performance lately. And you would be right. Dude, I hate the hitbox on the rock dogs. You know what? I'm not freaking leaving. We're gonna throw in a speed run at the end of this. So I really, I mean, I'm embarrassed. That's the options menu. I'm embarrassed by the relative poor quality recently, but there has been some fun stuff. Like, I'm not gonna deny that this episode with the bear trap play in it was not a good time, because it was actually, I think it led to some very humorous deaths, and isn't that what we're all here for, is to have fun, have some laughs, and then occasionally it'll just make the ultimate victory that much sweeter at the end of the day. 8,500 is a very good amount of money, for the record. Explain to me how you live there. Like, just explain it, okay? I don't, like, no excuses, just explanations. We're not getting Monty, which means we could probably afford to crack this ghost pod basically immediately. We out. Couldn't afford it. It's 20,000. If we miss out on a cape as a result. I would be disappointed, but you know what? It is what it is. It's actually pretty sweet. Thank you, Hakeem, for the wares from your clothing shop. Had to make a decision mighty quick. Ended up being pretty sweet. You know what? In this unique situation, I will spend a very small amount of our plentiful resources to grab my auntie. We hear the beating of drums. More robes. That's not really what I'm looking for. But as always, I'm willing to use one bomb to try to make Quillback's life harder. That's his name. Quillback. Oh, he do be going. Well, thanks for the speed boost, dummy. Little surprised we're not dead. Or hurt, I should say. Dude, I mean, this is pretty strong. You know, we're out of here 2 minutes, 11 seconds. Going to Volcano. Gonna eat a lot of peaches. Definitely could have... Oh my god. Good. It blew up something else at the bottom, too. I was worried that it was only gonna ruin, like, one layer and also kill the damsel. Luckily, it actually just completely ruined the rest of the map, so there's always that. I suppose we could do the moon challenge if I wanted to not do the speed run. Many people will tell you this is probably not the right way to... Yeah, maybe, here's just, thinking out loud. Maybe use your compass to finish the level faster, which is the whole reason you got it in the first place. Oh, baby, okay. If we ever encounter a shop, I'm just telling you, it's over. We will be able to purchase one item. If it's the right item... Oh, man. Oh, man, look at this. You can't convince me this one's not worth it. Well worth it. Well worth it. 3 minutes. Oh, 3 minutes, 27 seconds. Feeling strong. Honestly, feeling pretty strong. I mean, Volcano with the compass is real fast. That's a lot of HP, my man. That's a lot of HP. No, it's not worth it. Don't give your life for a small pittance of gold. Did I say 5 HP? Did I say 7 HP? I don't know. My brain is pretty fried. It's getting a little late for gaming up on my end here. But you know what? You know, one simple word to say. One word of power. When you find yourself a little tired, just pog. Just say pog. You say pog, you feel pog. All of a sudden, you are pog. Fall on his head, and we're free. We're free. Now I'm gonna tell you, I kind of want to gamble on the casino. This would be a great opportunity for us to get, for example, a shotgun. Little worried about pretty much everything going on down here. Love the hitbox on the mounts. Just throwing that out there. Climbers, not good enough. Forgot, this is not killing. So we will want to be very careful about the way that we handle that in the future. You know what? I'll buy spike shoes. I don't know if you can use the spike shoes to just stand on... You know what? I'm gonna buy the... Let's buy out the shop. Okay. Remember, you do not have infinite jumps here. Suppose at the end of the day, you could... That's a little comical. We all gotta laugh at those kind of moments. Honestly, I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable with this situation. I felt like though with the pitcher's mitt, I actually feel like maybe that's the easiest Tiamat win is just grab like a, come on man, like a rock or a throwable torch. Sorry, turkey. Oh, it even crouched at the top, which indicates it had some awareness of what was coming. Compass. Compass is telling us to go over there. I'm a simple man. Do what the compass tells me to do. I don't think we should be sweating the timer too much right now. I think the timer indicates that we are doing just fine. Little upset. I've chosen to abandon my son, Montgomery, rather than worry about the octopus, which is stupid because I just bought the spike shoes. But you know what? There we go. Okay, do we have climbers? Do we have climbers on this one? No climbers, right? No climbers. So we will do wet fur, and I think the best plan for wet fur for me is just don't psych yourself out. Or pick up an enormous mechanized suit of armor. That's the other alternative. Just, yeah. Okay, here's my thinking. Start here. And then grab this. You know, you don't have a ton of time. As you know. Don't even really want the shoes. Don't even really want the ropes. Please. Bats, huh? Let's go. Goodbye. Oh, great. You know what? We're doing pretty well here. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. You know as well as I do. We're on the precipice. You can see it. You can smell it. We're getting stronger every time. Well, on a large time scale, we're getting stronger now and then. Plus, dude, I love a low-cost run. You know, a Spelunky run that's like 7 minutes long. No big deal. I would pay for Compass. Compass will pay for itself. We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it back up, and that's okay. You know what? I don't need no stinky compass. Hey, you know what I was thinking is like maybe you could just make the game have an arrow trap like at literally every single possible place where you could have an arrow trap. Oh, this one already went. Okay, I deserved that one. I was being a little snarky, okay? It's not even close. You absolutely need the paste. Are you kidding me? Like, Da Vinci? Okay, you know, here's what we're gonna do. Could have done this faster. Gonna go back and grab this. Don't need the torque. Don't need the torque. Could trigger arrow traps. Too late. We already made our decision. We're gonna drop this over the edge. There you go. Now we can actually move on with our lives. Oh my god, Derek. Come on, man. Derek! Derek, this is getting a little crazy, dude. Your friends are worried about you, Derek. Your friends are worried about you. Your friends are sort of worried about you, Derek. Take me down. This is not a good floor. Suffice to say, how do we do, though? How do we do? Beautiful. We're over 2 minutes already. That's a horrible sign. On the other hand, we have the paste. So I think we can make up some time. We go Volcano for Sworden. Dude, it's worth it. Like, Volcano's gonna save us so much time. You may not believe me. I know you're like, what are you doing? Just go black market and then use a bomb. No! Caesar voice from Planet of the Apes. No! Okay, we do this. So stupid. What an extreme waste of all of our time. And then we have to go down here anyway. So we actually somehow, with the paste, managed to... you know what? We're going to the black... Okay, we're gonna send it one more time. I'm like so insanely embarrassed about that one. That never should have gone down like that. It really should be like no more one mores, but sometimes a man's got to recover his pride. You don't need sleep when you got pride in some ways. Anytime I say something and I say in some ways, you just need to think to yourself, that means he doesn't believe what he's saying, but he has to continue the sentence regardless. It's the truth. Paste is more important than raw bomb action. Of course, if I had the opportunity to get another 7,500 pretty quick, pretty risk-free, certainly wouldn't turn up my nose. Look at the fluidity, though. That was not smart, but then we used the period of invincibility in order to make it through there easily. There will be other bomb boxes in our future. Beautiful. You gotta look. You don't have to do, but you gotta look. Because if Monty's around, you know you gotta give it a shot. Monty! Okay, is it worth it? I think it is. On a run where you may honestly only have like 2 items, it's worth the 10 seconds to do it. And spike shoes are incredible. Really makes our life easier. Thank you. No matter which way we choose to go. Now this may not have been worth it. I want to get out of the habit of just because it worked, does it mean it was worth it? No. On the other hand, that was pretty sick, right? You know what I'm talking about. That was awesome. Don't try to tell me you were like, oh, I don't like watching this. Okay, now that was not sweet. Except for the part that was kind of sweet. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so Monty, you're not the sacrificial lamb here. Maybe the sacrificial dog? Really, I feel like I saw it cross his body. Okay, that one was just not good, I'll admit. Could always just do that, I suppose. And then, you know what? I know we don't need... Okay. You know what? He's already gone. And you know what? I'm not going back. Why wouldn't you go back for Monty? Don't talk to me, okay? I've already made my decision. There's no going back now. I'm a rebel, Dottie. Okay, we're in. We're going to the black market. Why? Because that's the way... He likes it. Gold member. He loves it. I honestly didn't think they could time it. I didn't think that they'd invented that kind of timing computer yet, that Derek could actually get me there. I know, you know, 1 HP, especially a situation where we maybe could have gotten some royal jelly. 1 HP doesn't inspire a whole lot of confidence. You know, we've... It was just an incredible yeet. I really don't want to spend our last rope. If it were not our last rope, I would spend it. Good, good. Monty is more important than any resource. At this point. Beautiful. Clean finish. Okay, 2 HP. If we can just double our HP every single floor, then my middle school math skills are telling me that in a matter of moments, maybe in like 3 floors, we'll have $1 billion. We don't need any more money. At least we don't need money that comes with risk attached to it. That was really impressive. That was an incredible floor. I'm very impressed with myself. What's funny is that I feel like if I had more time, I definitely would have froze up. And one of the witch doctors would have got me. Now that time I did not hesitate to use my last rope. Just goes to show you the relative value I place on getting out of a situation with witch doctors associated with it. Forget the... Who cares about the ruby, dude? Okay, so we're going to be out of here by 5 minutes. I shouldn't do this, but we're going to try to shorten Olmec's runway here so he doesn't take as long. If it saves you an 1/8 of a second per cycle, that's the sort of thing that matters to me right now. That's the level we're operating on. Okay, you can't push and jump at the same time because the power is all derived from your legs. We know this already. Thank you, thank you. But don't do it again. We could so easily get crushed. Just scanning, using my brain and my eyes to scan. You're just gonna be a pain in the butt, huh? Oh, why am I the way I am? Honestly, I thought you dropped bombs. I'm just gonna be straight up with you. Obviously, this is like a heavy rip energy. We need Monty. This is not how you do it. We're not gonna be fast enough. We could have been faster. Anyway, thanks for watching. That was a fun one. I'm dumb, and I'll see you next time. See ya.